The thing you don't want to do is sit on the side, 2 or 3 guys at a time, and just be looking at the girls going by like this. So at the socials, we're going to try to move everybody around every 15 minutes. We're trying to get numbers made for the tables. So whatever number you start at, make sure you go to the next number. Get to meet the girls as they come in. Because a lot of guys will say, you know, it'd be nice if you did this standing up so you could see the girls. Well, the girls are coming in. That's your chance to see the girls standing up and introduce yourself. And it gives you a little one-on-one time with them too. The thing you don't want to do is sit on the side, 2 or 3 guys at a time, and just be looking at the girls going by like this. Well, because you're looking at those girls, but the other girls are seeing how you look at those girls and that you're gawking. The social dynamics people always talk about in dating coaches, it lowers your value. You know, you should be with your translator laughing or talking to a girl laughing, having a good time. That raises your value. Look like you're a high value person, interesting person. But if you're just doing like this as they go by, yeah. And I see people do it all the time. I mean, you almost can't. I mean, it's in our DNA to do it. And the second thing is you don't want to be drinking too much. Every once in a while we get someone gets a little bit too much drinking, and you know, almost everybody in this world has had to deal with a relationship where someone had an alcohol problem, and they learn they never want to go through that again. So don't do that. And your translator will go over with the translator, so the translator should explain to the woman, hey, we must move. The good thing about this, if a lot of times when you go up to the table, you'd have to have an approach. This way you don't have to have any approach. You have to go to the table, which makes it easier on everybody. But it really makes it easy to move to the next table because you have to move. You know, it's kind of hard. You get in this relationship going with a girl and then you don't want to move because you don't want to offend her. But you really want to go talk to the girl over here too. This way you have an excuse. So yes, I must move. And that way everybody gets to meet everyone. And there might be a couple tables that you don't want to meet the girls, but be polite, introduce yourself, talk to them, give them respect. You always want to make sure every girl at every table has a good opinion of you when you leave, because you don't know how many of these girls communicate with each other afterwards. And when you leave that table, the girls at the table are going to go, what do you think of him? So, you know, the general rule too, in that kind of situation when you have multiple girls on the table, is you're not really supposed to focus on the one you really like.
Oh, ignore her.
Yeah, you don't want to completely ignore her, but you want to give the other ones just a little bit more time so that girl feels like she has to compete for your attention. That, again, it comes down to value. You always want to raise your value. You don't want to raise her value way past your value. That's one of the number one things. I have friends that teach social dynamics, and they get paid a lot of money to do it. They charge $10,000, $20,000 for like a week's worth of training, and they're very, very good at it. But that's one of the key things they always teach, is always raise your value. One of the things you don't want to do is go at a table and go, oh my God, you're so beautiful. First of all, beautiful girls hear that all the time. So it's nothing new. It's not anything special. So be polite to all the girls. Give them come in equal time. I know you want to try to focus on the one. Your translator's there also to make sure that if you need contact information from any of the girls, that she'll try to talk to the girls and get it before you leave the table or shortly after you leave. Always try to get it when you're at the table if possible, because sometimes you think you're going to come back around and talk to her at the end, but she might leave. So
now, isn't that a little bit embarrassing for the other girls if you're asking one girl for?
Well, that's why you kind of have the translator kind of do it on the side.
Okay.
And they got to kind of, do it kind of, nonchalantly and talk. She can actually get everybody's number too.
Yeah.
But just mark the one that you're really interested in.
Are you ready to get started? Sign up and connect with these real women.
Check out our website at
ColombianLady.com.